So I made the conscientious decision, sitting in a hospital, I looked my doctor in the face. Before he could even say anything, when he walked in the room, I said, "What time tomorrow are we taking this leg?"
Good evening and welcome again to the hot seat. This is Off the Wall with Pete and Preston. It's Sunday night at 8 o'clock, and that means must-see TV is right here on our channel.
In a world where life unfolds with predictable cadence, there are moments that shake the very foundations of our existence. Magic Through Adversity, the Pete McDevitt Story, takes us on a journey where the course of life, once steady, is suddenly redirected by tragic events. This is the tale of a man whose life transforms from ordinary to extraordinary.
Grew up in Catonsville, Maryland. It's a small town in central Maryland, close to BWI, not far from the Orioles, close to the beaches and 2 hours from the mountains. I get all four seasons, so it's been a great place to live and grow up.
My son, Jake, and Preston, same class, same grade, both love the sport of baseball.
My name's Amber, I'm the middle child. Dad was always traveling for work before 2019, so it was very iffy if we were gonna see him, but when we did, we were always going to baseball games. He was always at every single one of my softball games.
I wanna say it was seven years old, because I think it was 7, 8, Rec Plus was the baseball team that they were trying out for.
He always made sure that his work schedule, he could work his way to fit in all of our sporting events. Me, my brother, my sister's dance competitions. Always tried to make everything work so he could be at everything.
My son's hitting, and he comes up to me, he's like, "Hey, you mind if I tinker a little bit?" I'm like, sure. So he was always there, coaching at the kids at a young age.
I guess it's different from a daughter's perspective, and everyone loved him as a coach, but I always got like the screaming after the games. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? But I liked having him as a coach.
He generally wants the best for his son. He likes to see people succeed. And I think he takes joy in having his hands in that a little bit, It
was a Memorial Day weekend finishing up, and I got plowed in a car up in Pennsylvania. I was a passenger training a new employee, and got plowed, and that wasn't good. And my wife said, "This isn't going to work. We're just about to have a family. We need a new job," And I remember, slamming the door, saying, "Well, if you think you can find something better, have at it." And that was on a Monday. And on Friday, when I came home from that job, there was a note with the name Roy Hardwick and 9 a.m. Marriott, BWI, for Monday. She had found a job and said that I had this interview. And the one thing that we made an agreement on when we first got married was if we made a commitment on something, we would stick to it. So I went to the interview, not thinking it was going to be that big a deal. Let me just check this box and move along. I didn't even update my resume. I didn't have a really good outfit looking on. I was just kind of there. And right in the middle of the interview with this gentleman, Roy, I started doing the Homer Simpson where in the back of my head, I'm listening to him talk, but I'm thinking, my God, this is the perfect job for me. And I remember looking him in the face right before I left and told him a little bit, "Hey, I came here out of spite for my wife because, blah, blah, blah." And he kind of chuckled, and I said, "The one thing I'll tell you is if you hire me today, you'll never live to regret it, and 20 years from now, you'll be thanking yourself that you did."
In the heart of everyday routines, where the sun rises and sets without deviation, we witness the life of Pete McDevitt, waking up each day, going to work, supporting his family, a rhythm that resonates with millions. An existence that seems destined for a conventional narrative, where retirement seems to be the pinnacle. Yet, as the clock ticks, life holds a twist that none could foresee.
Every year at my national sales conference for my company for the last 15 or so years, I was blessed with the responsibility of running their Friday night awards banquet, where recognition was done for associates from all over the globe. 2019, I rented a tux that was old school Rat Pack. Black and white, had Sammy and Dean written all over it, and I'm a huge Rat Pack fan. So the shoes just didn't look appropriate when I looked at it. I was like, yeah, I gotta wear. So I wore the rented shoes for the first time. And unfortunately, they gave me a blister on my left ankle during the show, on stage. I got the blister. Took care of it, covered it up, did all the stuff you're supposed to do. Unfortunately, at some point between being in the shoes on stage, traveling in the rental car to the Disney parks, running through all 4 Disney parks, because I went to a park on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I came home Tuesday. Somewhere in the rental car coming home, somewhere in the airport or the airplane, somewhere in the taxi bringing me to my house. The blister got infected. And I got home here on Tuesday, told my wife I wasn't feeling that good, kind of felt I had like some flu symptoms. Actually told my team, hey, I'll check in with you early. I'm going to sleep in a little bit on Wednesday morning. And I sat down in here on this floor where we're sitting right now, literally in the spot that you're sitting right now to do this interview. And I went to sleep. And in my mind, I woke up 44 days later.
Life, relentless in its surprises, takes an abrupt turn. Tragedy strikes, flipping the narrative upside down. A sudden illness leads to 44 days in a coma, followed by over 400 days in hospitals and rehab. A life once marked by routine is now marked by an uncharted journey. Every day becomes a battle, every step a testament to resilience. Amid the struggle, a new purpose emerges, revealing that every moment of life has an unseen significance.
Dr. Scalea saved my life and his team at Team B, shock trauma. 100%. Dr. Scalea, Team B, shock trauma, saved my life. If it's not for them, I'm dead. He's told me many times that he looks at me as one of his miracles, because he's had a lot of people that have had sepsis and died or lived, had toxic that lived or died. I'm the only guy that he's had that's had both and lived.
Pete, let me tell you something, man. First of all, it's a pleasure to meet you, but life is the craziest thing ever. Life throws so many things at us. And I truly believe this, that our true greatness is found in when we make up our mind, Pete, just to push through it regardless. Man, listen, Psalms 91 teaches something. It teaches just being safe in the Lord, right? Isaiah 54:17 also teaches that no weapon formed shall prosper. Yeah, it may prosper, Pete. And yeah, we may have to go through some things. But Pete, if we can push through, if we can keep going, if we could just make up our mind to say, no, I can't give in to what my circumstances is. I can only keep walking in the direction of my destiny. Every day. No, we're not asking for a good life. We're asking for the courage to make it through a tough life. That's life. And that's why tough times don't last. Tough people do. God bless you, man.
It was scary, and I went from being perfectly healthy and able to run and go and do everything to in a coma, and then waking up from the coma to be told by my doctors and the family that, okay, we've removed your left leg, it's gone. We've removed your left hand, it's gone. Your right leg is severely compromised, you still have it at this point. Your right hand, we had to remove the tendons from your right hand in order to pull out the infection, because that's where it was. So you'll have usage of your right hand when it comes back out, but you won't have 100%. I kept my right leg for about 8 months until we realized that the infection was starting to come back. And it was make a decision of remove the right leg or probably die. So I made the conscientious decision, sitting in a hospital. I looked my doctor in the face. Before he could even say anything, when he walked in the room, I said, what time tomorrow are we taking this leg? And he looked at me and he says, so you've already come to peace with this? I was coming to talk to you. I said, let's do it. We got to do it. It's got to be done. And I sat there overnight by myself, a lot of it. I spent a lot of time talking to Kelly Myers from Myers and the Mouse. I called him.
I'm crying. He's crying. He shared that journey with me, and I was able to try to help him through that journey. The mind is a powerful, powerful healing tool.
You know, his background and what he knew. But I sat overnight knowing that, hey, in the morning, that body part's gone. Sat there looking at my leg thinking, it's kind of wild. I was wide awake the whole way down to the room, to anesthesia, fully wide awake. Did the whole process and woke up, and we had some challenges with blood pressure. That was a scare. That was a scare that I didn't talk to a lot of people about because a lot of people were already worried, and I didn't need to take people. But they had me in the recovery downstairs a lot longer than I should have been because we couldn't get blood pressure back up. It kept bump, drop, bump, drop. So I had to kind of have a talk with God about, hey, you put me through all this. You leave me here, I'll make it worth your while.
In the face of adversity, Pete McDevitt discovers a profound truth. Life's purpose can be reshaped by unexpected events. As he navigates his new path, his purpose evolves. From the depths of his struggle, he emerges with an unwavering conviction that his life holds a divine mission. A realization dawns that God has kept him here for a reason, to uplift the Disney YouTube community and create a haven for all who seek belonging.
I don't believe I'd be where I am today on the YouTube community if it wasn't for his assistance.
I owe more to Pete than he knows or anybody else knows a lot. So, yeah.
That's truly, I'm like this crazy Pete guy. He's so nice. I can't believe this guy. What is this? Why is he taking such an interest in us?
He's become one of my closest friends, one of my best friends, and someone that I would put my life in his hands.
I think he's an angel, to be honest with you. Because what he went through, bro, not a lot of people will be here today, to be honest with you. And yeah. To me, it's one of a kind, man. One of a kind, to be honest with you. Yeah.
See, it's not about the destination of where you want to get to. It's really about the journey. That's the other. I love car rides. I love just driving around, discovering something. And Pete is someone that inspires me to be doing that because I'm not the only one who just wants to go and do more things. Like there's someone else out there.
Out of the fragments of a shattered reality, Pete McDevitt forges a new reality, one of unity and purpose. With his unbreakable spirit, he lifts the Disney YouTube community, becoming a beacon of hope and inspiration. The journey he embarks upon isn't just his own. It becomes a journey shared by thousands who find solace, joy, and a sense of belonging in his presence.
So when I think of everything, the tie-in of it is I hope that what I'm doing here with this YouTube channel, with my life, with the way I go about things, with helping others, I hope it sets a precedence and a standard for my kids for how to do things. I hope it sets a precedence for those who run into me and contact me through the channel or social media and what we're doing, about not giving up on your life, about forcing your way through things, about looking at things as speed bumps to overcome, not mountains you can't climb. It's about leaving a legacy of how to live your life, about showing others through your deeds and actions. And there's no way that I think in any way, shape, or form that I'm better than somebody else, that I do anything better, that I know more. All I know is what I learned, and I'm sharing that to help others help themselves.
Life's unexpected tragedies can shatter the illusion of predictability, unveiling a purpose beyond what we could envision. Magic Through Adversity is the story of a man who, against all odds, found his true calling. Pete McDevitt's journey is a testament to resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the face of darkness, there's a beacon of light waiting to guide us towards a new, extraordinary purpose.
Good evening and welcome again to the Hot Seat. This is Off the Wall with Pete and Preston. It's Sunday night at 8 o'clock, and that means must-see TV is right here on our channel.
I've been running from 9 to 5, been biting my tongue for all this time. Won't let anyone cut me short. I was thinking this was the way to go, and you put up your puppet show. I say cheers to life. No, I'll be no good man's wife.